we said something like, let's find not cyber, not fintech, something that might, well, these industries, they help the world, but something maybe makes a difference directly with human, and leverage our, let's call it, competitive advantages or unique advantages, which is signal processing, understanding of technology and humans, AI, and things that we brought to the table as a team. We brought also Dr. Michael Gruberger, which is a neuroscientist, and we opened a neuroscience company. When the mission was, and still are, by the way, is to enable people all around the world to use neurotechnology or use neuroscience or use physiology and electrophysiology, because it is still domains that they are still in the hospital, still in clinics. They're still, I call it, hospital basement. You need to go to a room, a specific one, with doctors and technicians, put all kind of things on your head, and people can use it outside, and it's mature enough to go outside. You just, you needed just the right AI, the right software. There's enough hardware in the world, enough, manufacturers, and there was a few missing pieces over there, and we wanted to solve one of them. That we said, okay, we're good in this, so let's do this part in the chain. And it went pretty well. Like, we're 3.5 years after that. We raised, I think, significant funding from VCs. We're selling. We have our platform is commercial in 4 continents. Startup is a difficult business for everyone, especially in this time. But, we're I think we're doing well.
So it's like F1 or the pioneers of, automobile industry. They're trying to bring, technology that they found there to the masses, to everyday cars, and you're trying to bring basically technology that's present only in hospitals and in institutions where people must sign up and you go through many doors like this radio, and then you bring that technology to the everyday people.
Exactly. That's our mission. And today we're very, very focused on mental health care, which is, you have an idea or a vision and you need to implement it in some way. So this is after... we're still doing, we have a diverse business and we have a portfolio of products, but we are in the past 2.5 years shifting very, very strongly into mental health care. I think for 2 reasons. One is the biggest crisis that we were able to acknowledge or identify. I also have a lot of mental health issues in my family, so I know it very closely. And actually, Oleg's mother, she's a psychotherapist and working in one of the largest mental health care institutes in Israel. So, for all kind of directions, we just saw, and actually, even customers and big corporations that we work with, like Garmin, came to us and say, can you do this? Can you do that? So that was years ago, but we were able to adapt a lot of the technologies, the IP, and our methodology or methods to take outside of the clinic also very effective therapies and technologies and implement it basically, just using a smartwatch and our technology. And now it's just basically spreading everywhere and helping a lot of people, and even in Israel. So we're very proud of that.
I have questions on how exactly it works, but before that, I want to comment again on what you said, that self-awareness, not just, your psychological, but also physiological, how your inner self is operating, how it's doing, the status of everything. I think it's still a very underexplored field. It's still a black box for many people. I feel like our technologies, our algorithms of the social media and whatever tools we use know more about us than we ourselves do. I think it's very important for us to gain back that ownership of our own internal operations. Again, commenting on the movie Mars Express, there's a technology in the movie where people can basically see the stats of everything they have in their body, like blood pressure, everything. But not just that, it will tell them like you're feeling a bit stressed because you just had a car accident. That seems obvious, obviously, but it's just an example. What if you have a day which you don't know what really happened, but you feel something, and what causes this feeling, and then this tool can help you retrace, this is the point that causes this, and by events of A, B, C, they combine together and causes you to feel this way. So how exactly does NeuroBrave work, and what insights does it tell us?
Of course. Well, as much as we move forward with the podcast, with the interview, I think I need to see that movie.
It is an amazing movie.
It is. Yeah. I'm not familiar with. Sorry.
It's not a popular movie, I must say. It's not
Mars Express.
Mars Express. It's not one of those Marvel or movies, but it does, I think, appear in the Cannes Paris event. So it's quite a very niche movie.
Right, yeah. French movie. Okay, we'll see. Translated probably. Yeah, my French is not very good, although we have very good customers in France, but still was speaking English.
Maybe you can impress them after watching the movie.
Yeah, probably if they know the movie. I don't know. I'm gonna try. Yeah, so yeah, what you described is basically what NeuroBrave is actually providing even on a commercial level today. So I think we were able to do what they imagine in the movie. And there's restriction for everything and regulation for everything, and you want to put your resources where it actually provides people with valuable, some value proposition that they can improve their lives or give them added value. So I think I can explain, very basically what we're doing or what the product does. You can read it in the website. We're refreshing it because it has a lot to do with industry and gaming and stuff that we basically now very focus in mental health care. But also, we develop a stack of technology, all right, or technologies that you can implement in many use cases. Now, the thing is still, it's a business. At the end, you need to sell, you need to make sure someone is willing to pay for what you do and you have a product market fit. So again, that's also, I think, an explanation. By the way, there were 2 reasons for mental health. I didn't say the second one, but anyway, it's a big crisis we want to solve or try to help with. And going to the product, so basically what we developed and from the beginning, a NeuroBrave product is a platform. We call it like an OS. It has a lot of similarity with operating system. And it actually, from one side, it receives mostly electrical information from the body, right? So physiology, electrophysiology, all kind of things that are measured through wearable devices. We can talk about which type of devices, but think about there's a device like a smartwatch or a headphone or something that measure information from your brain or your body. It sends in real time and streaming the data to NeuroBrave system through the mobile phone or whatever. We have a very advanced, complicated computational pipeline that translates the data. It needs to clean. That's like, think about you have wearable devices. It's always noisy and moving, and we're sweating and we're walking and whatever. We're swimming. So there's a lot of noise. It's not like you're in the hospital, you cannot move and everything is with a gel or something. So it's real life, real world. People are living their life, and the wearable device is just an additive. It's an added thing. It's not something they live for. So you have a lot of signal processing issues and data issues, and this is why we have signal processing engineers and radar engineers in the company. They know how to work with all of these type of signals, and it's very unique, by the way, because other companies don't have radar engineers. It's an Israeli thing, and it's NeuroBrave thing.
A radar engineer in a neuroscience company.
Exactly. Wow. That's one of the uniqueness of NeuroBrave. Yeah, we have a lot of those. Oleg also. So yeah, I think we're starting to get to our competitive advantage and uniqueness and how you build uniqueness in a global market. And so they know how to work with the data and clean it and extract, think about even information from the brain. We work with wearable devices, things, that are consumer-grade devices, not medical. We started with medical, of course, and then we downgraded it to things like headbands and headphones and things we'll talk about it. You're going to see 2025, 2026, but there are there's a lot of commercial products in the market today, but they're very noisy.
Do you produce the hardware yourself?
No. We're a software company. We have a lot of partnerships with, consumer electronics, very, very big corporations. Garmin is an example. Sony, there's a lot of them. Some of them we can publish, some of them not. We have a collaboration with Qualcomm. So all the way to the chip level, we did some vertical integration. I tend to, throw a lot of things and then I aggregate it all right? So I'm going to, collapse it to one flow. But going back again, wearable devices measure information from the body, super noisy, super, disrupted and this kind of things. So our pipeline can receive all this noise, synchronize, clean the data, and find, with all that noise, that one very weak signal that has all the information. This is what we do, like a radar system, by the way. You have a radar system, it receive a lot of electrical information from the surrounding, and it's looking for a very, very weak signal. It's like an airplane or a missile. This is exactly what we do, but with wearable devices.